It's time. Hiveswap, Friendsim, Volume 10, I think. Yep, Volume 10 of Faraway Lands and Nearby Pals. This is probably the worst volume, not gonna lie. You've been lucky enough to acquire a bounty of friendship since you arrived on this planet. But there's still an emptiness nestled right in the crook of your heart's atria. Maybe making one more friend will fix it. Maybe this next one will expand inside your chest like a sponge in a bath, putting out all your sadness, loneliness, and insecurity. After all, number 20 is the charm. We have zebede, Happy, and Tagiri Calber. Just watch this. My fucking god, this is beautiful. I see somebody here likes JoJo, and we'll never know who. Ha ha ha! Just kidding. Credits. Who made this route? What's their name? Tagiri. Credits. Tagiri. Or maybe it's an artist. Probably, yeah, character artist. Adrienne. Adrienne. I don't know. But they did the character art for this and the next 3 volumes. Oh boy. This'll be fun. Let's get the worst one over with. Zebede Tongva. Tonight, you're a buzz with excitement. Wait, no, your palm husk is vibrating in your pockets. One of your friends is contacting you. You pull it out and a notification pops up. Zzz, buzzing zzz, is requesting to add you on Chitter. The message is accompanied by a little icon, blue with a silhouetted winged animal. Some of the similarities between this planet and your own are starting to stretch your powers of belief in coincidence. Whatever. You pull up the app and read the messages from, could it be, your potential new friend? Oh boy. How do I do? Gee, hi! I hope it's okay to contact you. Oops, I should introduce myself. I saw your picture on Sarava's stream. I'm one of their biggest fans. But now I'm one of yours. Love those looks. Anyway, I would love to chat if you're open to it. If not, it's okay. You can just ignore me. Everyone else does. Could this be the universe reaching benevolently down to do you a solid? It's like being given a giant pile of money unasked. You didn't have to do anything for this friendship. You didn't even have to walk anywhere. All you had to do was join the fabled social media, and it literally appeared in your pocket. Your hands are shaking a little as you go to respond. You don't want to seem too eager, or do you? You have no idea how to approach this. You thank buzzing for his compliments and say that you would be happy to talk sometime. In an instant, a notification pops up inviting you to download another app. Oh boy. You do it and a video screen opens. Suddenly, you can see your new friend's face. He's sweetly round and roly-poly and smiling at you broadly. Hi! I'm Zebede. I hope it's not too sudden to gripe you like this. Is it okay? Oh, OMG, you don't have to respond to that. Sorry for being weird. Let's start over. How do you know Sarava? Apart from being extremely friendly, this troll also seems to run both sides of the conversation by himself. Befriending him is the least effort you've ever put into anything. Why did I think this guy was the worst, actually? I think it had something to do with fanfiction, but I don't know. I don't remember why I hated this. Also, what is this? What the frick is this in the corner? Oh no. His enthusiasm is really cute, but there's something about him that unsettles you. Looking at his hopeful face gives you a dark stab of humiliation you don't quite understand. You swallow down the discomfort and tell him the story of your friendship with Sarava, leaving out Sarava's personal background. He hangs on your every word. That's so cool. I wish I could hang out with you guys. OMG, now that I'm implying you'd want to hang out, it's just no one ever comes to visit me. He takes out his phone and taps a few keys. A notification box pops up in front of the video. It's a direct message from Buzzing that just says visual sadness. You ask him why that is. I live in the middle of nowhere. It's good for the bees, but I guess no one really thinks it's worth the effort to come all the way out here. It's just me and my luces, and he can't really do much around the hive. It's fine. He really said, oh. Sigh. It's fine. He really says the word sigh out loud. Despite saying it was fine, he seems dejected, with a distinct downward angle to his shoulders. Sorry, his shoulders. His buzzy accent is kind of getting to you. Is it really fine? You tell him that you understand if he's not okay with it. After all, you say it would really hurt your feelings if your friends didn't make any effort for you. Isn't that what friends are supposed to do? He gives you a grateful smile, some tension relieving from his frame. Oh, I would never ask that of anyone. I don't want to be annoying. Like, sometimes I really wish someone would take the time to visit. But I totally don't blame any of my friends for not coming. Like, I understand that you have to decide which friends come first. And I just don't. Some people are just cooler and more fun than me. It's understandable. This really must be your lucky day. First of all, no one has threatened bodily violence towards you in the past 10 minutes. Your fear for your life is at a low-key, reasonable level. Second, this troll is making it really obvious what he wants you to do. This is a total slam dunk of a friend opportunity. Say you'll visit. Zebede's face transforms utterly. It's astonishing. He goes from solid and shadow to utterly radiant. Your heart pains with an overwhelming surge of fellow feeling. True, you've seen other trolls react emotively at the sight of meat and blood and your own body sparkling under the moonlight, but Zebede is the only one with such an extreme reaction to friendship. Man, you're really feeling this little guy. You'll come? Really? That's so cool! Thanks! This is gonna be so good! I don't quite get his quirk. So, I thought he ended words that end with S with a Z instead, but this doesn't have that little Z. I don't know. I'm gonna get all the best snacks, and my Lucis is really cool. You like him? I think it's just kind of random, honestly. This is so exciting. Either it's random, or they're legitimately forgetting to do the quirk. You leave Zebede to his preparations, even as the bubble of joy inside you goes a little wobbly. You aren't used to such high expectations from prospective friends. Mostly people just expect you to be an imbecile. You absolutely can't screw this up. You made a promise to your brand new friend. Unfortunately, that promise is to visit him in a house that is, by his own admission, so far away that not even people who know what the fuck is going on can be asked to find it. You haven't thought this through, but that's never stopped you before. Time to commit Grand Theft Auto! First things first, what old friendships can you call on to help you out? I.e., who is likely to have a vehicle of some kind? I say the lawyer, but, like, what's his name? Like, Tagora. Tagora is likely to have a vehicle, but he'd probably charge us to try and ride in it. The other lawyer, Tizia's, I don't know. Probably not, to be honest. She just seems to walk everywhere. And then everyone else is just kind of drawing a blink. I don't think any lowbloods would actually have any. I don't know. You could always call up Tagore to see what he thinks, but you don't want to be too needy with him. Exactly. Amicia, well, doesn't look tall enough to reach the petals. Zebra, just no. You're a strong, independent alien who don't need no troll. You also don't think aliens are allowed on public transit, and you don't know the number for troll taxis. So, you'll do crime. Perfect. Oh god, are we actually going to do Grand Theft Auto? Really? What did Cuddle do when she stole a car? Punch the lock off with one big fist. You won't be punching off any car doors, but eventually you'll find a car that isn't locked, almost like someone helpfully left it for you. Haha, sucker! Ooh. Oh god, what are we doing? It pricks slightly at your conscience as you slide into the seat and fire up the autopilot, heading out into the country once again. Oh, wait. Oh, we just stole a car. But recently, anything that isn't brutal, indiscriminate violence kind of doesn't faze you. So, you stole a car. Big deal, it's not like anybody died. This is it. So begins your gradual slide into total moral inequity. Inequity. Bleh. Inequity. Total moral inequity. A hardened criminal. That's you. Zebede does live pretty far out. He hasn't been exaggerating. You use the time to curl up in the back seat and catch up on some sleep, all the while trying to ignore the fact that the car reminds you of being inside a large, squishy animal. Reminds you? What? At least you get a few radio channels out here, so it's like auto drive, huh? Ooh. Zebede's hive is big and buzzing. Literally, you hear a persistent drone of bees, and sitting right outside is the boy himself. The beehives have legs, oh dear god. Yeah, they have legs. And that's just more hives. And so excited, he's bouncing on his toes, clapping his hands together. He has a gold symbol on his shirt. You wonder if he's a psychic. You've finally been here long enough to pick up on racial stereotypes. Go you! Heck! You're here! You actually came! I seriously can't believe that someone actually went out their way to visit me. Well, you don't really have a way to go out of, but you keep that to yourself. You're more than happy to accept the friendship points. Zebede leads you to his hive, which, like Skylar's, looks like he made a lot of it himself. Oh my. There are hanging baskets of flowers and plants everywhere, and a zigzag shelf holding up a stack of colorful books. In one corner is a big screen TV and an entertainment center. Zebede vanishes into another room and leaves you to get comfortable on the big couch, which is unsubtly striped yellow and black. Black, yellow, black, yellow. Oh, I don't... Despite having had read the entire B-movie script once, I don't remember anything except there's no way a bee should be able to fly. By the way, I still haven't actually watched the B-movie. I should actually watch it sometime. I don't remember, okay, so I had a DVD at one point that had an advertisement for the B-movie on it, and I don't know, something about it just spoke to me. But at the time, I did not have ways of piracy because I was a stupid kid. Hence why I was watching a DVD. I'll get to it eventually. The buzzing is pretty loud in here too, and you look around for bees. You're not thrilled about the bees, honestly. You wish there was some music on your phone to drown them out. The buzzing is pretty loud in here too, and you look around for... Oh. You're thinking about following Zebede and seeing if he needs help when your phone starts to vibrate. You look down and recognize Sarava's username. I don't see the harm in answering while waiting. And if he comes back while I'm still on the phone, I can just say I'll call him back. Answer. Might as well. You have no idea how long Zebede's gonna be in there. And if there's anyone with music, it's this troll. Oh boy, I miss this guy. Hey, dude. Sup? Or is it a... I honestly have no idea what their gender is, like physical gender or whatever. When I look at them, I think it's a guy, but to be honest, they're probably just gender fluid. Sup? Can't believe it took you this long to get a chitter, Lalondw. Damn, you're like really lost without my help, huh? Looks like you only got 2 followers though, Lalondw. You can feel some nameless tension and you bleed away into the thump of the lo-fi chill hop beats murmuring softly through Sarava's mic. If only you could just go spend time with your cool friends and stop making new ones, but even the thought makes your stomach wring itself out like a washcloth. There's no point in wishing for things to be different from how they are. You'd do anything for new friends. Anything. You ask them if they have any chitter advice, you know, on how to be a cool guy online. I mean, you definitely came to the right troll, but I don't know if I should be, like, managing your brand more than I already did. It's just risky for me, you know? It's hard enough maintaining my image as is. Other streamers are always on my bulge, Lalondw. Doesn't mean we can't hang, though. I mean, it was really chill last time. Also, I need my clothes back. You assure Sarava that you still definitely have their clothes, and that you totally did not destroy them in an epic battle to save a giant colony. That's cool, no worries or anything. I was wondering if you wanted to hang out today. If not, it's chill. I got all sorts of shit I can get up to Lalondw. You know how it is. But yeah, let me know. Oh, wow, how did you suddenly become so popular? Maybe this is what happens when you finally get online. Not only are you hanging out with one friend, you got another one clamoring for your attention. Social media is amazing. You tell Sarava you would love to chill, but you're currently out in the middle of nowhere, hanging out with someone else. Maybe Sarava has heard of him? Zebede Tungva. Surely everyone on the internet knows each other. I don't know him? Sorry, lol. You spell out Zebede's Twitter handle. Sarava's face does a complicated dance between shock, worry, and wry amusement. I'm just gonna... frick, wait. Hoping that I didn't frick up my mic, accidentally muting the computer volume for a second. Seems like mic is still recording, but... that right there. That's it. Heck. Oh boy. Update. Sure, install now. I can do that in a second. Alright. Oh, dang. Well, now, what are the odds? Small internet. So Sarava does know him. I mean, I know of him? Man, awkward. Are you guys tight, though? You told Sarava that you aren't tight yet. Pretty loose, but you're working on it. Oh god, my grandma's talking pretty close. Which is why you're currently in the middle of nowhere, sitting on this bee-themed couch. Sarava scratches awkwardly between their horns. Is that like what you go online to do? That whole scene? Right. Bleh. Frick. Okay, sure, whatever. The only scene you know about is the friendship scene, and possibly the clown scene, and the meat scene. Actually, you may be in more scenes than you give yourself credit for, and you get the feeling you are right on the edge of another one. You can taste it, and it makes your stomach growl. You tell Sarava whatever the scene is, you're definitely not part of it. You don't even know what they're talking about. So, what are they talking about? I think he's actually enjoying what we're saying. Not to, like, talk shit or whatever. Because God knows goats who live in a glass hive of tenuously curated online social interaction shouldn't throw stones or whatever. Fucking knows I got up to some shit back in the day. But you, maybe, should hang out with this dude. Especially when you're, like, right on the edge of breaking out yourself. I mean, you gotta be careful with this shit. I told you what happened to me. Internet fame isn't a joke. They gesture vaguely towards their missing eye. Why did I find that funny? Here, let me just link you. A link pops up in the Gripe chat box. You follow it to what appears to be a fanfiction account. Nothing wrong with a little fanfiction. You've never been much of a writer yourself, but you're pretty pro anybody doing whatever they feel like. You're pretty pro anybody doing whatever they feel like, as long as it's not gruesome murder. You're a real chill dude that way. I mean, right, yeah, same. Lamau, I'm not trying to judge or whatever, but you'll see what I mean. Scroll down. What is this? Wait. Okay. Alright, I see what this is. This is like the person's, that's like the person's icon, isn't it? That makes sense. Alright. You scroll past the first 2 pages. Most of these seem to be about some band you've never heard of, and then almost at the end you find... Oh, damn. This appears to be a fanfic about Sarava. You don't click though, you kind of get the idea from the tags. Oh god. Well... Wait. Rip
Hello,
flash.
colliding trucks.
Shut up. I don't care. But wait. Did Sarava write the homes? No, I mean, did Zebede write the homestuck epilogues? Did he? Oh god, wait. Oh god. He wrote the epilogues, didn't he? This is canon now. Zebede wrote the epilogues. Finish. Oh god. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Let me just... Boop. Okay, where is this thing I'm looking for? Na 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 na. Oh god! Okay, that's the one I'm using. Oh god. Okay. This is going to be the best thumbnail yet. There we go. Then add that. And just... save. Boop. Go up. Maybe... Okay, I do not want to squish him. Move him down a bit so homestuck epilogue is clearly visible. That's it. Right there. That's the thumbnail. It's perfect. Well, Sarava is a big deal after all. You guess it makes sense that people would include them in their, fantasies. You do it all the time, in a friend way. Yeah, you get what I'm saying now, though. I mean, live your dreams, right, Lamau? Any guy on the internet can write whatever he wants about me, but, like, I don't want to see it. Just a heads up, you know? You get how that could be a little awkward. You tell Sarava that you'll be careful of your infant internet fame. though you doubt anyone will ever write anything about you. Who wants to read about your dumb fuck exploits? Hmm. I wonder who. Yeah, Lamau. Come over whenever, I'll smoke you up. Great, more bug ass. You end your call with Sarava and navigate back over to Zabede's fanfiction. A cunt. A cunt? A cunt? You navigate back over to Zabede's fanfiction account. You pick one of the ones not about Sarava. One of the teen raid ones. You don't have anything against erotica, but, maybe you'll save it for later. I just realized the little bee mug. The very inconvenient bee mug. That's adorable. And also still really inconvenient. You don't know any of these characters, and the context is doubly indecipherable, the troll music business. But if this really is Zabede's writing, he's pretty good. You have such talented friends. Hey! Sorry I took so long. Shit, Zabede sneaks up on you from behind. You quickly lock your phone, but apparently not quickly enough. How did you find this? Oh god, you went searching for me? I thought we were friends. What? Of course you're friends. Friends don't go digging through each other's shit. I would have shown you my fic if you just asked. You tell him that you absolutely did not go looking for it. Sarava gave it to you when they called you up just now. Zabede's face closes down. Is it just you, or has the sound of the bees gotten louder? Alright, so your cool friend Sarava told you. I see how it is. No, they just called you. You just answer the phone. No, it's fine. I totally get it. Even coming all this way out here, I'm still not a priority. It's fine. It's not even a big deal. I'm totally used to it. You and Sarava, what are you, mates Fritz? You are absolutely not mates Fritz with Sarava. You're not mates Fritz with anyone as far as you know. Fuck. Having so many friends is exhausting. Really? Like, your life is so great. I get it. You have so many friends and you're so popular and everybody wants to spend time with you. Zabede is crying and not trying to hide it. It's very sad and extremely awkward. You feel terrible. Also, like, kind of a dickhead. Okay, now I know how he's, like, the worst one. Of course, no one's worse than, Zebra. Zebra's so terrible I forgot his name for a second. My brain's trying to push knowledge of him to the very back of my mind. Fuck Zebra, seriously. But, oh, and pause again. It has been like 30 minutes. I have the hiccups now, and I had to start a new recording thing. Oh god. I gotta feel sick. Alright, my grandma had to use the computer for a bit, so I had to, like, end the recording until she finished. Okay, anyway, worst character, right here, or second worst. Again, nobody beats Zabede. I mean, Zebra. Frick. They both have names that start with Z. Oh no. Oh god. So anyone whose name that starts with Z is a bad person. Ah, god. Okay. You're always doing all this complaining about your lot in life. When, to tell the truth, you've actually got a lot going for you. You have all these amazing friends who go out of their way to check up on you and ask if you want to hang out. Of course, all that complaining is just in your internal monologue. It's not like anybody can hear your thoughts. Thank God for that. Well... I got... I like hiccup when I cough and cough when I hiccup. Oh god. I'm gonna end up throwing up, aren't I? Well, I'm so glad that you and Sarava have each other. Maybe you can go hang out with them and make fun of me some more. You try to tell Zebede you are absolutely not making fun of him. You're just curious about his hobbies and interests. You absolutely want to read his fanfiction. But the kid isn't listening anymore. Fuck, you hope the car has enough gas to get you back to civilization. Awkward. Cool car. It looks like a skull. Oh no. Ah. Oh god. Okay. Where do you live, little boy? You say it must be nice to live in the countryside. You mentioned that you did get to see some of rural frick, what? Alright, you mentioned that when you did get to see some of rural Alternia when you met Skyla, and it seemed beautiful. Zebede's face twists into a grimace. Yeah, I guess. Sensing this is a moment for sympathy, you tell him you're sure his friends would come visit if they were able to make the trek. Sure. It sounds like you did visit another troll that lives in the countryside, though. So I guess you thought she was cooler than me? That's like... It's whatever. I don't need my friends to pick me first. You struggle for words. You want to reassure him, but you also don't know him that well yet. You weakly protest that you didn't mean to say Skyla was cooler than him. You didn't even know him then. Maybe you'll be able to visit him in the future too. Yeah, maybe. I've heard that before. He's not rejecting you, but you get the sense that a wall has been raised. You're sure you're going to keep chatting with Zebede from time to time, but you get the sense you're never going to become a true friend. You're stuck in acquaintanceship limbo. Looks like you failed to earn his trust. That's always a terrible feeling. That stings! Get it? It stings! It stings! Get it? He's a bee! It stings! Get it? Okay, I'll stop it. I don't know what it is, but awkwardly failing to explain a joke makes it more hilarious. Well, fuck you, Sarava. Let it go to voicemail. The guilt of ignoring you is going to crush me in the future, but not now. You decide to just let the call go to voicemail. You're busy with a different friend right now, and you can just call them back on your drive home. Or not home, but the closest you've got right now. It will give you something to do besides sleep. You mess around on your phone for a little bit, filling out your profile on your chitter. Alien Invasion of One, just here, I guess. That's honestly the best you could come up with. You aren't quite sure how your age would translate to troll years sweep, so you don't bother with that. You've already gained some more followers. Sarava retweeted your intro tweet or chirp, whatever. Zebede comes back in with a tray of snacks and 2 glasses of something bright red that you hope isn't Fago or blood. God, these... or blood, but that goes without saying at this point. Hey, who are you talking to? I heard your palm husk go off. You tell him that you weren't talking to anybody. You let the call go to voicemail. Does he really think you're the kind of person who would take a call from someone else while you're having a hang sesh? Heck no. You didn't have to do that. Yes, I did. Otherwise, you'd guilt trip me into leaving. Zebede says that, but he's obviously incredibly happy that you did. He sets the tray down and hops up on the couch next to you. So, what do you want to do? I have a bunch of really cool stuff we could check out, but I didn't want to make you just do whatever I wanted. I know we barely know each other. You tell him that whatever he wants to do is fine with you. You aren't picky in any sense of the word. Zebede seems a little at sea by your lack of an opinion, but eventually he puts on the first episode of a pirate show. This is nice. It's nice to just chill for a little while. But you barely get through the opening credits before zebede changes his mind and puts on a show about space pirates instead. But then he gives up on that too. He keeps looking at you for input, but the extent of your experience with troll pop culture is revealed knockoffs and that one shitty romance flick Polipa took you to see. Please, oh please, hiccups are killing me. I've had them for like, okay, 6 minutes ain't that bad. You're not informed enough to have an opinion. You're seriously down for whatever. Zebede does the same thing with video games for a while, becoming increasingly more distressed. You feel deep empathy at his plight, but also mild annoyance. You understand this unreasonable fear of beefing it in front of your friends. You feel like that pretty much all the time. You eventually suggest to Zebede that you could just watch the last thing he watched on GrubTube. Zebede goes a delicate gray color that you've come to realize is a troll version of a Blanche? Blanche? Well, what is...
Hello, colliding trucks.
What is a plant? Oh. Oh, okay. That's, yeah, we could do that for sure, but, you know, a guy's GrubTube queue is, you know, kind of personal. Not that I don't trust you. If you can't trust randos you met online and invite to your house, who can you trust, right? Yourself. You feel that way too. You've also felt the overwhelming urge to throw yourself into the arms of strangers since you crash landed down here. You tell Zebede that you aren't going to judge him. You don't judge your friends. An overwhelming look of trembling gratitude comes over him, and once again, you feel an uncomfortable pulse of empathy. See, you are used to being the desperate one. You aren't sure how you feel about this turnabout, all this social power. Okay. The two of you scroll down through the history on his GrubTube account. You find yourself choked up by the incredible trust he is showing in you right now, letting someone behind the curtain. There doesn't really seem to be anything worth getting stressed over. No porn or anything. He does have a lot of videos of Sarava, specifically ones where they are actually on camera. Yeah, they're so cool. It's so rad that you guys are tight. I really want to meet them someday. That's cute, but after the way he basically manipulated him, after the way he manipulated us in this bad ending here, I don't like him. He sighs. Then he sighs again, a little louder. You catch on to your part in this bit and tell him that you can probably figure out a way to make that happen. You hope you don't have to follow through on that. Sarava is a busy guy and you aren't sure they actually let anyone into their hive, well, besides you. But you seem to be the exception to a number of rules. You keep the last part to yourself. The rest of the videos in its recent history are about a band called Hatched to Dance, music videos, interviews, and compilations of vlogs. You ask him what all this is. You've never heard of H2D? Really? They're so cool, they're my fave! I mean... He gets shifty-eyed. I mean, whatever, they're alright, I guess. Their music is kinda catchy and they have a pretty dope group dynamic. You mentioned that all of them seem to be pretty good looking too. Really? You think so? You point out a guy with tall horns that swoosh into hooks, and a lot of white hair that falls into his eyes. This guy is particularly handsome. Him? I mean, he's okay, I guess, if you're really basic. Not that I think you're basic or anything. Let's be honest. The MSPA reader is basic as fuck. He showed you some of the music videos. They have really high production values and extremely elaborate sets. All the band members sing and dance and get very close and kissing each other. No! He'd been really nervous about showing you this. His deep, dark secret was that he likes music videos? Is being into pretty pop stars some kind of cultural taboo? These hiccups are legitimately hurting me now, oh god. Please excuse me as I force myself to cough until it stops. Oh hey, by the way, I found a homestuck reference. And I commented about it. And the creator replied. And I am not just hiccup, I'm just, But seriously, this right here is a reference to a homestuck fanfiction thing. One I am going to read eventually. Right here. We scroll down to here. Remember long cat Jane? Then here, remember short cat Jane? God. It's beautiful. There's nothing else I can really say about that, I guess. I feel sick. But, yes. Alright. Not really, just... it's kind of lame, right? And I just really want you to like me. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. And you do like him, you just wish you wouldn't say shit like that. It's embarrassing. And also it reminds you that you yourself have gone around doing pretty much the same thing. Pretending to agree with everything your prospective friends say, lying, saying you're into things you aren't. Just all around being a big phony. The circumstances are different for you, though. You're an alien. This is a hostile territory. You don't have a hive or elusives or even horns. So it's way less pathetic for you to be like this than it is for Zebede, right? Deep down, you know you're full of shit. You're just coming up with reasons to excuse behavior in yourself that you condemn in others. You hang your head in shame. Zebede, who's not privy to your internal monologue, looks confused. Is it possible that you're doing the wrong thing in your eternal quest for friends? Could it be that, before you can spiral any further into a full-blown existential crisis, you hear a noise from outside that you really, really don't like. Several noises, in fact. A crash followed by a thump. Oh god, what are the bees doing? Followed by a, "Get out of here, you fucking piece of shit, you thief!" It's the person we stole the car from. Oh dear. Zebede scrambles around to look over the back of the couch. You can just make out a shape through the window. Hey, this is a totally wild question that I typically would never ask a potential friend, but... Did you steal that scuttle buggy? Haha! Funny story! You didn't know how else to get out here. You did it for him, for your nascent friendship. Oh wow, nobody's ever stolen a scuttle buggy for me before. Haha. What the heck is this? Another 30-minute break. Gone and past. I'm hopefully here for good now. Where were we? We were getting like murdered. The freaking karma caught up to us. Bad karma. Bad. Hit that karma with a newspaper. Did you forget to take the GPS chip out though? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I think whoever you stole it from found it. GPS chip, right? Fuck, this is not an auspicious start to your life of crime. Maybe you aren't quite ready to go it alone yet. Another crash and rattle. It sounds like someone is taking pieces out of the bee's hive. You get up and start for the door. Hey, what are you doing? You can't go out there, they look big, and they sound huge, you'll get killed. Right. He's definitely got a point there, but Whoever is outside seems intent on demolishing his hive brick by brick, so they're gonna get in eventually anyway. Better for you to go out there now and face the music so at least one of you gets out of this. Zebede stares at you, weird globby golden tears pool at the corner of his eyes and face and freaking chin. You would do that for me? Nobody's ever offered to die for me before! That's so nice! Yeah, you're pretty nice. Also, pretty idiotic considering you're about to go give yourself up to a big angry troll whose car you absolutely stole. Well, it's been fun while it lasted. Actually, it's been mostly terrible. Oh well. Goodbye, cruel world. Wait! You have one hand on the doorknob when Zebede's shout rings against the walls and ceiling. No one is touching my new friend! Outside, the buzzing rises to a rattling crescendo, so loud that it no longer sounds like animals, it sounds like weather or a fighter jet. The intruder screams. You wince, but you're also overwhelmed by gratitude and excitement. Zebede did that. For you. The scream stops after a few seconds, and the buzzing gradually recedes. You and Zebede are left staring at the door, then at each other. Behind you, GrubTube is auto-playing a H2D interview. Little ambient crackles of the white electricity you come to associate with psychics Reeds and Zebede, before that fades too. Did he seriously just telekinetically gather up a bunch of bees and just throw them? What? No, that sounds hard and potentially dangerous for the bees. I more just ask them nicely. I'm bad at it though, sometimes it doesn't work. Well, it sure worked this time. Yeah! Ah, frick. Zebede nods, then he nods again. Yeah, that was pretty cool, right? I see no corpse, but you know what I do see? The moon! Look at that little baby moon, it's so cute! I need a moon in my life. It's a little baby moon. It's just a baby. It didn't do anything wrong. The two of you venture outside to see what's going on. Nothing is going on. The night is quiet. The car is exactly where you left it, and there's no signs of the bees or the intruder. So either they ran away or got stung so many times they dissolved into slides. You feel another pang of conscience, but it's not enough to cover up your ecstatic surge of happiness. When you see how chuffed Zebede is to have set some bees on the guy. You tell him you're grateful. You think about adding that you're proud of him, but you don't want to literally make him explode. You let him hug you instead. Aw, that's what this is. Hug. Pet. Guess this means you have a scuttlebuggy now? Yeah, spoilers of war. You want some buttery exploded kernels? I make them myself. Well, I put the kernels in a pot and explode them. You tell him that sounds great. He's honestly pretty fun to visit, minus the sudden attack. You're having a really nice time. And that part was honestly entirely your fault. He should quit putting himself down so much and being such a desperate piece of shit. Exactly! You mean that in the nicest way possible. It's pretty good advice in general. To be honest, I should probably follow this advice too. I guess maybe the reason I dislike him so much is because he reminds me of me so much. It's not really that bad. I mean, I don't write creepy fanfics, and I'm not really much of a writer. And, there's no way in hell I would try to emotionally manipulate someone, because that's pretty fucked up. And even then, if I try, I just end up feeling bad. But other than that, I am pretty much exactly like him. And I hate it. But he's not really so bad, minus that one bad ending. Ugh. You know, just to have flown around out there. Finally, we can be friends! Get it? Okay, I'm not doing that a second time. Wait, actually, wait, hold on. No, frick. I want to see it. I didn't get to see it good. No, frick! Frick! No! No! Da, 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 da. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hey, look. There's a sea dweller in Friendsim. So we have this unsettling looking guy. We have fucking Goku. And we have Murret from Vast Error. Who is this guy? Why do they look so unsettling? I'm scared. I'm very scared right now. This guy seriously has to go. We're like, what's that? Goku
Hello,
enemy
colliding trucks.
Vegeta. Vegeta? I don't know. I never really watched Dragon Ball. Yeah, the big brain guy. His hair looks exactly like that. Just less forehead. But other than the lack of forehead, the hair is exactly the same. And then here we have Error Burret. Oh hey, there's fan-made troll calls for them. But yeah, this guy. Not the same horns, but they look pretty freaking similar. Like here, let's get this close-up thing. Yeah. They look very similar. Similar hairstyles, similar horns, similar glasses. Maybe not similar attire, but still. Page is this? Oh, I'm not there yet. I'm not at either of these pages yet. I'll get to them next Thursday, hopefully. But yeah. Anyway, let's do something else. Let's do the weeaboo. Hold on, let's just maybe after one of the bad endings. In an utterly unsurprising turn of events, the knight finds you trolling Alternia in search of, well, trolls. The friendly type, preferably, although you've been known to work wonders with hostile folks, too. Your current hunting ground appears to be a primarily teal neighborhood, which suits you fine. This does not suit me fine. Okay, where was I? Your current hunting ground appears to be a primarily teal neighborhood, which suits you fine. Teals live relatively comfortably and are usually only mildly disdainful of you. This strikes you as a good place to search for companionship. You've got another pressing concern, though, a faint glow far on the horizon, which suggests that the sun will be rising soon, a couple hours from now at most. Nights on Alternia seem to last forever, but when the daylight hits, it hits hard. Like a truck, but the truck is on fire, and the fire is nuclear fusion, and the truck is a star. Point is, you're not in the mood for another sunburn. You'd better snag a buddy before it's too late. You! Alright, let's think of a good voice. I remember when, around the time this first came out, when I gifted the game to someone actually just, that, the friend I gifted it to actually called me and played through this route with me. It was, it wasn't really that good because they kind of skipped a lot of dialogue, but it was mostly just pointing out stuff in the background, but it was fun. Speaking of pointing stuff out in the background, that looks like this little speck up here behind that cliff. What is that? That little speck in the sky? You know what this looks like right here? Hold on. I'm not gonna make this part of the thumbnail. So, 1,000 by 1,000, I guess. This thing right here. You know what this looks like? It looks like this. It looks like this frickin' thing. Come on, just compare them side by side. Frick. Frick. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, but just look at this. They look similar. Actually, that kind of looks like a Pokeball now that I think about it. Frick. Yeah, it does. Hold on. Kill you. The death egg no longer exists. It's dead. But this. Is this literally a Pokeball? Probably not. I'm overanalyzing a random detail of the. Wait, no. If I close that, I'll lose my thumbnail and I'll have to remake it. Oh, gee. Alright. Anyway. Let's think of a good voice for that freaking JoJo character. You! The strange homeless thing! Oh god. Speak of the devil. You look around and spot a troll boy with a stylish hat and a sword sheathed behind his back. His clothes are a little shabby, but he carries himself with a rigid, composed air. Hold on. Let me get some fitting music. Yes. Speak of the. Oh, yeah. What are you, some kind of mutant troll? Or another sentient creature? Definitely the latter, you say, unless you would prefer the former. In which case, you're not. You're that actually, but mutants, you learned, are not particularly well liked on this planet. An alien? I won't have to call you then. Not immediately, at least. You don't appear to be a call-on-sight species. Lucky for you that I won't have to loose my blade. And lucky for me to have found a potential comrade. I know what you seek. Shelter and friendship, not necessarily in that order. You're about to speak up, but he's already moving on. Come on, you're not even... There's like one specific song. Like, I only really know... This is just called music. Oh. JoJo Stardust Crusaders meme music. This should be it. No, that's not it. Was it this? approach music. Ah. No, that's not it. Oh, fuck! What? What? Ah! Okay, yeah, that's a very good point. I don't... What the fuck is going on here? What? I have no idea. Is this it? Okay, I'm just gonna... Chocho. Bizarre adventure. Egypt music. This it? This is it! That's what I was looking for. You seek the meeting place of the Eastern Ontario Fine Animated Art Appreciation Society, or as some less cultured souls would call it, the Anime Club. Oh, a club. Back home, teachers used to go on and on about how clubs were a wonderful place to meet new friends. You didn't really believe it then, but maybe things are different here on Oternia. You confidently assert that, yes, you're here for the animes. Good. I feared I was going to have to cancel tonight's meeting due to no-shows, but now it can proceed as scheduled. Follow me. He gestures towards his hive and begins to stride confidently toward it. But then he rethinks it, pausing to look back at you. Wait. Subs or dubs? Oh fuck, we're having a three-way choice. If I remember correctly, two of them lead to the same outcome but have slightly different dialogue, while the other is a bad ending. I don't really have a preference, honestly. Both are good? His expression immediately sours, a look you're all too familiar with. If you had a mouse, you'd be frantically scrolling the wheel upward to scroll back time and roll back time and make a new choice. But you live in the real world, where you have to face the consequences of your god-awful anime opinions. Have you no conviction? The Anime Club is a sanctuary for those of strong will and finely honed arguments, not a shelter for cowardly peasants. What debate can come from a psychopathic toady such as yourself? How are you going to stimulate my intellect? You begin to sputter and protest. You're plenty stimulating. You've got a pretty long list of friends who you stimulate in all kinds of ways. Platonic ones mostly, but he's not having any of it. There are other anime fans in this city. Perhaps their gatherings will be more your level. Farewell. No, I failed it. Oh my god. Oh! Wait. Is this a reference to... Okay. Hiveswap, Friendsim. Tigiri? Tigiri, alright. Okay. Let's turn the music back on. Load. Boop. Have that music playing while I look at this. Okay, trivia. There has to be a reference here. I feel like it's referencing a really... Oh. I don't see what I'm looking for. Let's... Sakura. Okay, maybe not. Tigiri... Oh... Tigiri... Kelb... Sakura. How is it? What was it called? Sugoi quest for kokoro. This had to have a reference to that somewhere. Like, does this? No, that's not a reference. It's references in the back row, but come on. Wait, what? Where? Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh god! They did reference it! Oh fuck! They referenced it! Oh god! They fucking referenced it! They referenced this piece of shit right here! They fucking did it! Oh hey, that actually looks really good. Oh god. They referenced them. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm sorry. Your music is good, but I'm gonna have to ask you to shut up. Sugoi Quest for Kokoro is a little kind of shitpost type thing. It's kind of like, okay, I don't know, a good portion of the homesick fandom knows what it is, and it's freaking great. Basically, it starts off as like complete shitpost. It's really dumb. Just look at this freaking thing. It's so terrible. I hate it. But yeah. And then eventually, it just becomes like legitimately good. Like, actually good. Like, basically the main character becomes the actual villain, and the whole, it just ends with fucking everyone dies. Literally everyone dies. It's great and I love it. What is this notification? Ooh, made a song. Oh fuck. Okay, that happened. I'll have to look at that later. But I am really surprised. They actually they did it. They referenced Sugoi Quest for Kokoro in Friendsim. And I am happy. I can die happy. So, are we going to go to the anime store? Okay. I guess if I had to pick one, I'd have to prefer dubs. Because honestly, just text alone, I prefer actually being able to understand what they're saying in voice. So, dubs. Perfect! A fellow connoisseur! Let's continue! Alright. And if I say subs, it's entertaining how wrong you are. But even the greatest of Alternius philosophers required sparring opponents on the battlefield of the intellect. To challenge your assumptions with my superior logic and taste will be a fulfilling task. Come in. Not really the reaction you were hoping for, but you say anything again to someone's hive, so you'll take it. Oh boy. So they both go to the same thing, just different dialogue. Alright. Let's look around here, let's see what we got. We can see Alternia anime definitely does the same sexual stuff normal anime does. So I can already tell. Bleh. Is that Radia? No, it's not. Alright, let's get a good look. That kind of looks like the person that Elward had on her poster, kinda. That's Vriska. It's not Vriska, but it looks a lot like Vriska. This is just generic anime. Probably hentai, to be honest. I don't get who these people are. These kind of remind me of Earthbound. Is that Joey? Jude? Kind of looks like Joey and Jude. They don't have horns either, so that supports that. Then, over here we have, that's supposed to be One Piece, right? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. This looks like another Joey thing with Chahut. I don't know. I don't know who these are, but this person here reminds me of the Vast Error fan game or canon game. Oh, doorbell. Okay, back to reference spotting. Are these... Is that a sword you hold like a gun? Oh my god, that's a sword you hold like a gun. Oh god. And then, I don't know why, but these are also reminding me of Pokemon, especially this one. Then we just have generic ninja stuff. Oh yeah, also this here. Is one of those, like, Bros blades from Homestuck? I remember seeing something about that while skimming the page. Let me try looking at... Never mind, I closed out of it. Tagiri invites you to his hive with a sweeping bow and you step into the foyer. The hive looked normal from the outside, normal by troll standards at least, but the inner decor has an entirely different vibe to it. It reminds you of Japanese architecture. Tagiri takes off his sandals before entering the next room. You take off your shoes off too, if you had any. As you step into his living room, you're assaulted, not literally thankfully, by an absolute smorgasbord of merchandise. This place looks like someone did a Gorgo search for an otaku collection and opened the first result. That's probably what they did to draw a reference, isn't it? Posters and scrolls adorn every inch of the wall available, and the inches of wall that aren't available are blocked by shelves containing all sorts of DVDs, manga, and other such forms of media. On a large glass shelving unit near the room's exit, you spy a veritable cornucopia of anime figurines, most of whom seem to be in varying states of undress. Oh no! You would like to describe it as tasteful, maybe, but you would also like to describe yourself as the most popular person on Alternia, and both would be a lie. Tagiri has arranged his merch meticulously according to blood color, from red at the bottom to fuchsia at the top. I see, you're admiring my fine East Alternian collectibles. I polish them daily, just as I polish my blade. Don't touch them, or you will taste folded steel. Oh god, it's flashing. Goddamn animation. You slowly retract your hand. You wouldn't dream of touching them. That was never, ever something you were planning on doing. You won't even breathe on them. In fact, you step far away from the collectibles, just in case. I just realized where the body pillows are. They're in his recupera cocoon. He sleeps with the body pillows, oh god. Oh my god, that's a Shibu. And it's actually drawn, it's not just an animal colored white. Oh frick. It's good. Oh my god. With that step, you bump into someone behind you and hear a soft ruff. As you spin around to look, you see what must be Tagiri Zeus surveying you with an intense gaze. It looks a lot like a Shiba Inu. It looks a lot like a Shiba Inu if they were twice its size and had opposable everything. Honestly, watching it scuttle around like a monkey while sniffing at you is pretty entrancing. It's a monkey Inu. Eventually, you seem to meet its standard because it darts out of the room. You hear some rustling in what you assume is the kitchen. That was Tadashi Inu, my Lucis. He taught me everything I know. I could not have asked for a better sensei. Yeah, dogs are great, you respond, and then immediately wish you could take that back. Dogs are great. That's gotta be the planet's possible statement you could have made. And possibly inaccurate too? What's this thing called? A bark beast? A fetch fiend? A wolf gremlin? Oh, Tagiri isn't even paying attention to you anymore. He's busy perusing his shelves, picking out some DVDs. Per my viewing schedule, watch a carefully curated selection of episodes from one classic and one recent release. But, since you're a newcomer, it might be best not to jump into the middle of Last Bout series. Philosopher Half Iron. Perhaps we shall, instead, begin with the first season of school-fed heroism and transition into some episodes of Kismet Stuck Morning? The original airing, of course, not a censored one with a ridiculous CGI dragon. Ugh. Looks like Tagiri intends to take full control of the morning's activities, which you find entirely copacetic. The less you need to assert your own opinions and make your own choices, the less likely you are to fuck up. It's probably not a healthy way to live, but it's gotten you somewhere between 1 to 19 friends so far, so you're sticking to it. With deft and precise movements, Tagiri retrieves a disc from its container and pops it in the control equivalent of a DVD player. It makes a slimy, chugging noise and it sucks the disc in. And, like usual, you aren't sure if it's an inanimate object or a living being. Either way, you're a little disgusted. The DVD player hums and Tagiri's TV lights up with a colorful title screen. You're ready to get settled in for a journey through the wonderful world of the animes, but he frowns and pauses the episode less than a minute in. Hang on. This isn't the correct copy. The localization on these lines was changed after the original translator was called by Purplebloods for crimes against buffoonery. I specifically ordered the first edition and paid extra for it. This is unacceptable! Tagiri stops the DVD player, ejects the disc, and places it back in its case. Come, there's still time in the night. We need to go resolve this immediately. The shop that imported it for me is nearby. Alright, I guess we're not gonna see the background yet. I know there should be one point when we can see the background clearly, but I'm just gonna pull this up. This. Open that in a new tab. Zoom in. So no, this is Polipa. Polipa's Friendsim route. And it's written in Alternian fonts. So, and that means Tagiri is making a game out of Polipa. That's weird. Really weird. He heads for the door and beckons for you to follow, which you do. You guess it was too much to hope for a quiet morning inside, wasn't it? At least you get to go shopping for animes, which sounds fun enough. Will it be at one of those fancy automated stores you there? No. Unlike most stores on Alternia, this specialty shop is run by a living troll. Fellow collector who would not entrust its work to automation. So one would expect with an actual think pen involved, there'd be no careless mistakes like this.
At least I'm on good terms with the owner, so I doubt it would be trouble.
You, on the other hand, expect plenty of it. Pretty much everything on this goddamn planet has been trouble so far. Does he know how awful it is here? You don't want a human explain to him or anything, but things are pretty awful here.
Things are pretty awful here.
Oh, you guess he knows. He's staring at one of the many billboards that line the streets, which has been defaced with bright red graffiti. It's saying some pretty nasty stuff about Trizza.
Rebel sentiments grow by the moment. Eternia lies on the verge of peril, a blade's edge. And not any blade, but the blade of a razor-sharp, folded steel katana. Forged under the East Eternian moonlight, heated by the bellowed breath of a magnificent draconian Lucis, cooled by the shimmering cascade of an acid waterfall, and fit to be handled only by a true expert. Do you dance?
You're a little caught off guard by that question. Dancing as in moving one's body to music?
In a way, yes. Moving to the sweet music of steel on steel, the rhythm of combat, the stiletto step that weaves death and glory into one beautiful motion. Do you dance?
Oh, sword fighting, of course. You really should have figured that one out. This guy's dial has only 2 settings. Talking about swords or talking about anime. Sometimes he gets particularly frisky and talks about both at once.
Hey, do you want to see my anime sword collection?
You tell him that you don't know how to handle swords, but they seem really cool, and you'd love to learn.
Cool? Feh! Swordplay is more than cool. It is a way of life, a code of honor. To pick up the blade is to bind yourself to the tenets of Bushido, and to be prepared at all times to enforce justice the only way a swordsman knows. Through steel. Someday, the pursuit of justice may bring me face to face with these rebel scum. I must be ready to show them the true magnificent terror of the blade. Who knows? Maybe I would even be awarded a congressional medal of honor. A troll can dare to dream.
So that's why you practice swordplay, huh? To enforce justice, kind of like a vigilante?
Vigilante? Please! I would only ever call a troll who legally deserves death. What kind of lawless moron do you take me for?
You don't take him for a moron at all. In fact, he's very smart and clever and just... Oh, he's very smart and clever and just. As in, justice. Is it? Oh. Alright. Alright, that makes sense. You don't take... Alright. You hope you're not laying it on too thick, but he seems to enjoy the praise.
Ah, we're here. This won't take too long.
He's taken you to a night market that reminds you of the place where you met Polipa. A strip mall lies to the left of the many tents and stalls, and the sign above one door reads, Super Torpedo Imports. Torpedo. It's probably the name of the person. Also another reference font. Let's see what we can spot here. We have... Oh fuck, I know. Okay, so first we have Lemon Snout, one of Terezi's little plushes. We have the very obvious Mega Man. Over here, this is Snake, right? The same Snake that was in Friendsim, in Hiveswap Act 1. Yeah, the exact one. And over here is presumably the same thing as that terrifying drawing. The little soda can on the floor, I can't really make out what it is. We have a little dinosaur Lucis and whatever the hell that is. Then we have tons and tons of anime, probably.
over here we have some alright, we have kind of hard reminiscent bug, very lazy bug, and this thing, the little thing in the middle reminds me of this thing. Oh gee. Negative Man is an enemy in Mother 3. It often wastes turns feeling sorry for itself, and when it actually does attack, it barely does any damage. It is very weak to crying. It has a low chance of dropping meteorites. Negative Man's whining consists 2 references to the rest of the Mother series. I'm nothing but a worthless protoplasm. References worth OG. Life is but a moment, a meaningless grain of sand. Flying Man. Alright. And then the rest of this stuff. Strong one. Mother 3 is weird. Oh, it has a backspite. Yeah, but that's what this thing reminds me of. It's even a similar color. Depressed SpongeBob. Let's see. Depressed SpongeBob. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, we're done here. Never again. Alright. Anyway, as you enter, Tagiri makes a beeline for the counter with— oh yeah, wait, I forgot one more thing. This thing up here. Super Tapato Imports. It's a reference to this company. Why is it referencing that? Well, because they printed a good amount of homestuck books, including the Cerebro and Hello Jeff one. They did all the ones before the re-release happened. The re-release series. But yeah. As you enter, Tagiri makes a beeline for the counter, which is manned by a greasy-looking goldblum with pinkish-looking eyes. You, on the other hand, are more interested in the rest of the store. It looks a lot like Tagiri's living room, but bigger. Anime figurines on sale for what look to be a preposterous amount of money. DVDs and comics lining the shelves, arcade games in the corner. There's even a section for replica swords, which all look far too sharp and legitimately deadly for your liking. Skulking between the shelves is an olive blood guy. You can't quite tell if he works here or if he's just browsing. You're not sure if any trolls even have normal jobs. You're about to ask the olive guy about a particularly interesting DVD when you're distracted by a commotion at the counter. You're pretty sure you heard Tagiri snarling something about his rights as a consumer? Looks like trouble's brewing. You turn your head towards the counter and listen in. Do you really think you can get away with ripping me off like this? Do you know who I am? I blood caste? A true blood like me has connections. A vast network of like-minded souls at my beck and call, ready to be unsheathed against my hapless foes.
They're going to die.
The legal force I can bring to bear against you is greater than your puerile mind could ever imagine. A fleet of legistirators will descend on you like shadow clones, each armed with the greatest weapon of them all, knowledge. And with our intricate understanding of the Alternian legal code, You will be mired in suits so myriad, so mind-numbing, you will wish for the swift and early death my blade can provide. Or you can offer me an exchange of equal or greater value to my original purchase. Which path will you choose to walk? Scum.
Jesus Christ, it's just anime. Oh, I mean, I can get why you'd be mad over the whole bad purchase thing, like, misleading, but you don't need to threaten death. Unless that is actually grounds for death. Maybe they just actually don't have it. Yeah, getting tired. You wander closer to the counter, hoping you might be able to help resolve the situation, but instead you blunder right into the olive oil and send a box tumbling from his hand to the ground. A bunch of assorted products spill out as the shopkeeper gasps dramatically. You don't see what the big deal is. Looks like some more DVDs and manga. One cover features a troll with heart-shaped horns and a bright pink sign. That's the reference. It is illegal. And another features some red-blooded douchebag wearing pants way too tall for him. Yes. It's beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is beautiful. Oh god. Hello. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh no. It's beautiful. Oh my god. This is amazing. Kitty. This is so dumb. No. No. Oh my god. Okay, I'm done here. It's amazing. Anyway, Tigiri picks up one of the mangas and waves it in front of the shopkeeper's face. Care to explain what I'm looking at here? Imperative Dictate number the second, section 3.2. The depiction of non-standard hemological attributes is strictly forbidden. It literally is Sakura-chan. Because Sakura-chan from Sugoi Quest for Kokoro has pink. She has rainbow-colored blood, I think. So yeah, strictly forbidden. Imperative Dictate number 7, section 5. Material which encourages acts against the state is considered contraband of the highest degree. I think the Pants Cat one counts as that. The olive blood who can clearly see the situation careening downhill like a scuttlebuggy without little stops begins to creep towards the door. You'd love to do the same, but you can't give up on a potential new friendship. It's basically pathological. To think that my favorite Easter Alternian hobby shop could stoop so low as to peddle this criminal filth. What a sickening betrayal. The shopkeeper stammers, offering a litany of muddled explanations that only seem to incense Tigiri further. You're always holding it for a friend. No, wait, it's satire? Tigiri slams a palm down on the counter like,
and his eyes shoot open, revealing dark purple irises with a strange swirl pattern. Oh fuck. That's actually a pretty cool eye. I like it. Imperial dictates number the 61st, section 2. Satire is especially contraband. You think you can mess with me? I watched countless hours of legal drama, played and replayed Legendary Legisterator, and memorized every twist. I know the law back and forth. And now, it's time for the punishment due. You're fucking dead, kiddo. I also saw that when skimming the Zakiri article. You're fucking dead, kiddo. Where's the thing? I think the other part was referencing. Okay. Can't find that. Alright. Anyway. As Tagiri leans over the counter, his free hand grips the hilt of his katana and tenses, ready to draw. He's about to straight up execute this guy. Oh, frick.
Sorry, Daddy.
Defend the shopkeeper, I want to die. Okay, you know this is a terrible idea, but you seriously had it up to here with being party to the murder of random trolls. You quickly interpose yourself between Dakiri and the gold one. Does he really have to kill this guy for what seemed to be his first offense? You launch into an impassioned spiel about love and friendship and justice, writing the value of forgiveness and a second chance is really hard. And, for good measure, you throw in a little side note about how Tagiri's favorite shop will close down if he kills this dude.
Silence.
Tagiri shoves you roughly aside and you go careening into a display full of body pillows. You watch, stomach plummeting as Tagiri turns back to the shopkeeper and slowly draws his sword. But then, at the last second, he reconsiders. He said, no, it's not. I actually don't know what that is then.
Consider yourself lucky I'm in a good mood. If I catch you selling contraband again, your life will be mine.
Oh frick. Tagiri strides out of the store, holding a fresh copy of the DVD he wanted to exchange. You give the shopkeeper a vaguely apologetic look and rush out of the store behind him. Whoa, that was a close one. You thank Tagiri profusely for listening to your dumb little speech about whatever it was you said. Honestly, you already forgot.
You're clearly new to this plan. I felt pity for your naivety, but I should have just killed him. Death is a legally prescribed punishment for such crimes as his. Actually, it's a legally prescribed punishment for most crimes. I should have separated him from his head. But I looked into your pleading eyes and I saw.
Tagiri goes quiet. You would describe the silence as being particularly brooding. There's a lot of silences like that on this planet. And finally, he speaks.
This isn't my first time. It was just over a sweep ago, I believe. I was patrolling the Hive Batchin in search of evildoers when I caught the unmistakable scent of smoke in the air. Upon pursuing the lead, I saw a hive, partially collapsed, partially on fire. My instincts flared, and I rushed in to help the innocent soul who was trapped there. But as I was helping the girl bandage her wounds, it occurred to me that I had made a grievous error in judgment.
He's talking about Polipa, isn't he? So... Oh frick. They're in the same troll call. Ooh. And she had the bandages in this troll call. But oh. Bandages unrelated to fire. Huh. Oh, that's the look of murder. Oh jeez. And then, who is this? Oh gee.
Trolls below a certain age without a lucis or a proper hide are considered unviable and slayed to be cold. By rights, I should have put her out of her misery the moment I realized my mistake. And yet, I looked into her deep gray eyes, dulled from the pain of loss, and I sheathed my blade. In fact, even though she is hiveless and lucisless, I remain in contact with her to this day, knowing deep down that one day I must call her. The law demands it. But I haven't yet. I don't know if I could. Why did my conviction waver at times like these?
If he's talking about who you think he's talking about, you're pretty sure he couldn't kill her even if he tried. But that's not the point here. The point is, he's spilling some real and true and deep emotion with you. This friendship is basically in the bag. Just gotta drop some sweeping, vague wisdom that makes him feel better about potentially not being an unthinking cog in the alternative murders machine. You offer a light suggestion that maybe what is legal and what is just aren't always the same thing. Just a little thought. Maybe he's doing the right thing, overlooking her situation because of how obviously fucked up it is to be a homeless orphan. He goes silent for a long time, chewing his bottom lip.
Feh! You're naive. Naive, uncultured, unenlightened.
Wow, thanks!
You think the world is simple, like a cartoon for children. But this is Alternia, a cartoon for adults. A land ruled by cold logic, where men such as myself must make the hard decisions. It's not easy being dedicated to the code of law. It asks much of us and gives us little in return, but it gives us order. It keeps the beasts at bay. If I were to question it, what then? Would I begin to wonder if it is unjust for a blue blood to command its servants, for Imperial drones to cold and infirm, forced to obey the ever-changing whims of the Alternian royalty?
It takes a lot of effort to suppress your, well, yeah, but for the sake of this burgeoning friendship, you allow him to continue his monologue.
Riots in the streets. Troll killing troll, even more than usual, I mean. No, I cannot waver. These hands must remain steady and true. Though I feel a pulse towards the scorching flames of the light, I must continue my path and remain in the tender, righteous embrace of the dark. Truth be my blade, intellect my sensei, and justice my only compensation on this lonely road.
It goes on like that for quite a while. It all starts to muddle together in your head, and you lose count of how many times he's repeated some screed about justice and truth and being smarter than all the other trolls in the room. It honestly sounds to you like he's just lonely? You know a whole lot about loneliness and the poor management thereof. Some people throw themselves into their nerdy anime hobby, and others become obsessed with making friends no matter the cost to their mental or physical well-being. Maybe he just needs a couple of good pals to remind him what it's like to have a heart. But if you try to tell him that, he'll probably just respond with another long and winding monologue, likely stolen from an anime he watched recently. Maybe you should just let him vent.
You have my thanks for lending your ear.
Oh, a compliment brings you out of your reverie. Nothing interrupts the old introspective machine like the opportunity to chug on the succulent ambrosia that has any kind of praise or gratitude. It's no big deal, you tell him. You're a great listener. That's what friends are for. Has he considered having more friends, like you, for example? He opens his mouth like he's about to reiterate the whole lone swordsman thing, so you hastily try to change the topic. What's with his eyes? Most trolls you've seen had gray irises, and those who didn't, and followed the typical biological trend of displaying their blood color. Gary pauses, his grip tensing on his sword as his fangs dig into his lip. Oh jeez, this must be his most closely guarded secret. Have you earned enough trust to hear it?
Their contact lenses for cosplay.
Oh my god. Oh. Fair enough. Actually, is cosplaying a different blood caste even legal on this planet? If he's doing it, it probably is, right? You're bound to ask when something distracts you. The sight of another troll standing in front of Tagiri's hive, using it as shelter from the rising sun. You're pacing back and forth with precise movements, glancing out one of the windows almost like you're plotting to break in. And when they hear footsteps approaching, they perk up and whirl their head around. Hey, wait a second, you recognize them. Polipa spots you before Tagiri spots her. Her expression is hard and stoic, eyes glancing between the two of you as she assesses the situation. And then, like she's throwing on a disguise, her face softens and she smiles. Hey Tags, I was starting to wonder where you were and if anime night was cancelled. Your missus is staring at me through the window. I think you think it's funny watching me stuck outside, roasting to death while you're chasing Kirby's around the high batch.
Classic Tadashi. Why were you late?
Just busier than expected with some work.
She shoots you a sharp glance. Oh god. Assembling some new
mecha models. You know how it is.
Yes, of course. It's all too easy to get wrapped up in one's hobby.
Anyway, I didn't realize we'd have a third for once. Not to mention somebody I know.
Nenny?
Oh god, that fucking word. I hate it.
Nenny? You and my new kohai have already met?
She pauses, her eyes staring back and forth between you two once more. She seems to be assessing the situation, wearing a look like an assassin trying to evade capture. You recognize that look, considering she was literally wearing it the last time you met. We're kinda moirails. Oh frick. Whoa, that's absolutely not what you thought you were, but you just kind of nod your head and roll with it. It seems to be what she wants you to do. Oh frick.
Oh, moirails.
Tagiri's face tightened. Oh god, it actually does. Tagiri's face tightens almost imperceptibly, but you caught it. Nothing gets past your honed, friend-making eyes. Well, actually a lot of things get past them, but not this particular thing. You're finally tuned to the nuances of social situations, as long as those nuances don't involve making a binary choice on which your social future hinges.
Well, as you know, I am far too busy studying the blade to pursue quadrants of any sort. A foolish waste of time. Were it not for the laws of this land, I would swear them off entirely.
Are you sure it isn't that you just can't get a date? You don't have to play the mysterious loner, you know. There's other clubs you can join instead of insisting on running your own. He huffs, looking away. You hear his lucid barking from behind the window, in a tone that sounds like laughter. Can I find something like that? Laughing dog. Aww, that's adorable. I don't... Wait, is it? No, it's a ball fluff. I did think it was a fox, but then after seeing it do that, it does kind of look like a dog. Oh, how sepsis? Oh god, no, that. Oh no. And it's 6 minutes long. Oh dear god. That's adorable. One more time. This is adorable. Okay, one more time. I love it.
Fools mock that which they cannot understand. And to think I was going to congratulate you on finding love.
Once you finish your spiel about romance being dumb. Poliba gives him a light, friendly whap, which he responds to with a smile. You can tell the exchange is friendly, not only because he's smiling, but because he's still standing.
Enough banter! The harsh glare of the sun begins to crest, and we have Eastern Alternian animation to indulge in. I'll allow you both to spend the day at my hive if needed. There's space.
Oh shit, a slumber party? And with more than one participant even? It's gotta be worth extra friends points. You're so in! Also, I like that mushroom-shaped hive in the background. Shelter from the boiling death orb in the sky barely even registers to you as an added bonus. Polipa smiles at you as the three of you enter the Giri's hive. Oh god, that was just... Ah, frick. Ah, frick. Aha! There's more reference time. I don't know any of these characters, but this one reminds me of Marceline from Adventure Time. I don't know why. Oh yeah, and there's the aforementioned Friendsim thing. Oh gee, it's darker. So that wasn't just the... Okay. Tagiri covers up all his windows to block out the sun, and then starts up the new copy of his DVD, which thankfully seems to meet his standards this time. You settle in on the couch, basking in the warm glow of friendship, and prepare to lose yourself to hours of the beautiful, wonderful animes. I want to pet the dog, monkey. Oh, they're actually petting it. Oh, that's so cute. Ah. And then Poliba seems really interested in it, while Tagiri just standoffish, honestly. Kind of smug, too. Quite smug? Not the smuggly kind of smug. He's not quite the smuggiest a smugger could smugly be, but he has that smug aura around him. So as far as I'm concerned, he is smug. About what? The world may never know. But he is. With his fucking... What is that? Re-lemon? Like... That... Lime? Re-lemon drink. For the... I swear this is a real thing. Who the fuck is re-lemon? I swear this is a real thing. There used to be one in the fridge for like a long time until it eventually got thrown out. Why can't I find it? I don't... What the frick? No? Well, I can't find it, but this thing is... Wait. Oh! I don't know much about Digimon, but I did see like the first half of season 3. So I know who Renamon is. Fiximon. Yeah, this one. Alright. Anyway, let's go to kill the shopkeeper. Don't intervene. You really don't want to get in between the shopkeeper and Tagiri's sword. For all you know, this really does warrant an immediate execution. Who are you to judge? You do, however, squint a little so you don't have to see the full gory detail of the color. Turns out it's not nearly as gory as you expected. Tagiri leaps over the counter and swings wildly at the guy, but many of his attacks fail to connect. It's mostly a bunch of bombastic anime-style moves that don't translate well to actual combat. Oh frick. Still, some strikes hit home, drawing a spray of murky gold blood that jolts the shopkeeper out of his petrified fear. He screeches and unleashes a strobing psionic blast from his eyes, causing Tagiri to stagger back, disoriented. The flash of light doesn't seem to have caused any real damage, but it offers a perfect opportunity to flee. By the time your eyes have adjusted, the only thing they see is the back door swinging wildly in its wake. Unsurprisingly, the olive blood is nowhere to be seen as well. Tagiri glances down at his katana, stained with the blood of the shopkeeper, and slowly sheathes it. His hand is shaking, claws tapping the hilt restlessly. He turns slowly to you, forcing himself back into his usual stoic posture.
He got lucky, that's all, but he can't hide forever. Let's go. We need to report this to a drone.
That's a terrible idea with me around. He strides out of the shop, leaving you to follow hurriedly behind. What a mess. You hadn't really asked him whether it was really necessary to try and kill that boy for what he did.
Of course it was. The law is absolute. A foreigner like you might not understand. It's not my duty to question the righteousness of my actions. I am but a tool through which the law is enforced. I am the blade that her imperious condescension wields to maintain order in this world of chaos.
That's the second mention of the contest so far.
Just like this drone.
He gestures to one of the big, hulking drones that you've grown all too familiar with during your stay here on Eternia. Right now, it looks like it's cleaning up some bronze-colored blood that was splattered on the side of a building. Tagiri approaches and hails it, beginning to explain that there's a collector's shop you need to report for rebel activity, but the drone isn't listening to any of that. It slowly turns from him to stare directly at you, and it raises a weapon to your face. A grating, electronic noise issues from its metallic grill. In the immortal words of a wise cartoon dog, "Ruh-roh!" Hold it! This creature is under my protection, has committed no crime. If you continue this attempted calling, I will strike back with my katana. And a strongly worded letter to your superiors. This drone seems supremely annoyed that I can't just get right down to calling a motherfucker, but Tagiri's cast aim must be just high enough to give it pause. You, the motherfucker in question, are incredibly relieved. That relief quickly fades when the drone produces a Palm High School blurry picture of you on the screen, and a lot of text beneath, most of it flashing red. That's never a good sign. It looks like a rap sheet. Tagiri reads through it quickly, which is a pretty impressive feat considering his eyes are still closed, and his expression darkens the further down he gets.
Wanted under suspicion of meat product theft, heist of fine art, accomplished through the assassination of a violet blood?
Well, maybe the first one, but not the other two.
Oof, you didn't realize you'd racked up such a heavy list of crimes. He's already rounding on you with fury radiating off every inch of his being. It's terrifying. You've seen this guy arguing with a retail clerk. You know what he's capable of. All this time, I thought your soul was open to the way of the samurai. I thought I had met a potential new connoisseur of the animated arts. But no. Your blood pusher pumps only lies through your villainous veins. You're just looking for an alibi, a place to bide your time, to hide away from the drones until it was time to indulge once more in your criminal ways.
What heck? Ah, gee, is this video really gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna be 2 hours long, oh god. You tried to defend yourself. You didn't do any other things, and you had a perfectly good reason for most of them. Tagiri isn't buying it. He's clutching his katana hilt so tight, veins are bulging on his hand.
Silence, coward! The time has come for my blade to strike true! Ha!
He draws his blade in a smooth motion and swipes at you, and you just barely manage to sidestep the attack. You dart backwards, stumbling over yourself in your haste to get away, while he swings his katana wildly around while making lots of weird grunting noises. Once again, his mouth has been writing a check his sword can't cash, but you doubt that matters when trolls are stronger and faster than you in general, and he's accompanied by a giant murder drone. It's time for you to split, and you'd better do it lickety. Glancing around, you notice that you're about to cross over a bridge with an underpass to make it perfect. Just like an action hero, you can hop right over the edge of the road, duck into the underpass, and find a nice hiding spot. You dash toward the traffic barrier, vault nimbly over it, and oh Jesus, piss, this was way higher than you thought it was! You hit the ground hard with a resonating crack, and for a moment your vision goes blank as a wave of pain sears your nerves. As the pain disorientation begins to fade, you decide it's about time to take stock of your situation. A couple broken bones, old hat, a troll trying to kill you, not unfamiliar, drones attacking you, same, and sun about to rise and scorch you into nothing, again. Individually, you've risen to the challenge of just barely handling each of those problems, but all at once, yeah, you think you're just gonna call this one here useless. These are all fucking references, aren't they? We're dead. We're fucking dead. What is this a reference to? And that should be it for volume 10. Unless there is actually something different in the dub route, but I kinda doubt that. Should I make sure? Yeah, I should make sure. Dubs. Yeah, that's it. Back to main menu. Friends, we're really filling this up. Oh my god! The nose! We're really filling this stuff up now, aren't we? We are definitely more than halfway through. We still have another 2 choice thing. And then, why does Chiron sound familiar? I like this little symbol. Well, I am interested in where else this will go. Let's look at the volume. No, okay. We have 8 more volumes in the epilogue, which I will do at the same time I do volume 18. Of endings, many. And if I keep doing one every Saturday, then I should have, alright, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, I should finish this on the 1st of February, if I don't get sidetracked again. And then I can start on Pester Quest. I am actually looking forward to Pester Quest a lot. Like, do I have it? No, I don't have it downloaded. But seriously, frickin' Friendsim, but with homestuck characters, and from what I've seen, most of the routes are pretty good, except Vriska's apparently. So, I'm interested. I do wonder where this will go. Oh well. Thank you for watching. I am I accidentally unplugged my microphone. Oh god. Yeah, you can see where I accidentally. Well, I think I ended the recording on purpose during one of those 30-minute breaks. But yeah. Editing software. Why does crackles of the white electricity? I hate my voice. But why does this not have the little voice thing here? Like, the bottom is system audio, the top is my voice, but... Oh. Okay, it's so low again, that's why. Alright, anyway, I seriously do need to get off the computer now. Thanks for watching this over 2-hour long video for some freaking reason. No one's going to watch this all at once, and if you do, thank you. Thank you for even watching this in the first place. Ah!